of the morning to you. My hair looks crazy. What's going on? Woo! Good to see you all. Just listening to some Celtic jams. Awesome stuff. I wish it was still playing, but we got this amazing video going right now. There's just been a lot on my head. A lot that wants to be said. A lot of things I wish to come through. And so this is the beginning of a channel. Beginning of the start of something. And it's perfect, and it's amazing, it's phenomenal, it's wonderful. Really, I wanted to go on a little bit earlier, but then I got caught up doing some other things. I don't know what it was. Facebook or something. Well, kind of heavy energy there. But it's good. Everything's kind of heavy, and kind of light, and kind of the same, and kind of equal in all ways. It's really amazing. I've been learning a lot lately. Like, a whole lot. I'm pretty excited about all that I've been learning. And, maybe people will be like, oh, well, I can't see how you're possibly learning anything. I mean, what are you doing? How are you possibly learning? Well, all of life is the teacher. All of life is meditation. And if you're extremely mindful, if you're extremely present, if you're very aware of yourself and all of the going-ons that are happening within you and outside of you, with all the different individuals and all the different interactions, if you're really observing the mirror and watching the play, if you're being the witness, then you can learn exponentially. You can great amounts of things, just amazing you can learn. Oh, it's phenomenal. So, I guess I want to share some things. I don't know, it's kind of seeming to difficultly come through this time. I thought that it was kind of a weird time. It kind of felt strange to me. I was like, I really want to put this out there, but I can't force it out. I want it to come very authentically and very naturally, very genuinely as it wishes to come. And earlier it was like, boom, like right there on the forefront of the mind, like, boom. I don't know, maybe you're not ready for these teachings. Are you ready? I don't know, you might not be. Maybe that's what it is, like with all these videos, you guys just aren't ready, because I got all this potent stuff, but it's like, I don't know, it doesn't want to come through the way it was just coming through. Even though it wasn't coming through just earlier, just a moment ago, the same way it was coming through much earlier. I didn't hop on it right then, though, Just like this cut right here on my finger. Yesterday, I felt like I needed to put some kind of antibacterial cream, Neosporin, on it. And I felt like I needed to do that very soon, but now you see it's nice and red. Yep. So I didn't do it right when I felt like I needed to do it. I was too lazy. I was busy doing other things. But taking care of myself needs to come first. Always first. So now it's very infected. It hurts. And I have to put cream on it constantly, to make sure it's maintains its potency, because what I have is possibly staph or something burrowing in. I got cut myself on a door yesterday. Very perfect. Yeah. Even looks kind of red a little bit to the right of it in the slight finger thing. Let me see, where's the camera? Can you see? It's going to be tough to see. The camera's not the greatest. It's a phone camera. Doing it on a phone. Which they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They're probably as good as cameras used to be, or better. Back when we were using film and whatnot, tapes. It's pretty cool to have a video camera on you all the time. I remember when I had a video camera when I was a kid. How cool was that? You ever try to think? Go ahead and try it. Try it right now with me. Try to think. Hey, I did it. I said thinking. That was cool. I did it. Good job. Usually it works pretty good. Usually nothing happens when you're doing it. Really. like a fool. What is going on? Gotta look really crazy too, his hair. I'm glad that I looked at myself. I have work this morning. I have to go to work. And, my hair looks crazy. I better do something about it, you know. How crazy is this hair? What's going on? I mean, what happened to it yesterday? Was I in the wind? What was going on? I don't know. I need to wet it and brush it. This is an interesting channel, that's for sure. I mean, maybe it's a better time to do it later or something. I don't know. Nothing's really coming through very well. But it is perfect, so it's an interesting teaching for me, I guess. Because I have all these things I want to say, but they're just not coming through right now. I could try to force them through. Let me see. I was thinking about perfection and learning and that I've been learning. How everything is perfect. From this moment to that moment to that moment to that moment. Oh yeah, and I really wanted to bring through these kinds of teachings. I really wanted to bring you into the understandings that I've been coming into, to really understand what it means to be perfect, what it means to be, you know, inside of perfection constantly. I wanted to list examples of experiences and how they were perfect, and give those things to you so that you could see, you know, some view, some angle of view on the meditation of life. And I guess that's going to have to come in the future. I'm sorry. I wish it would come differently, but right now it's not coming through. It's just not time. It's just not time. What can we talk about then? I don't know. I was listening to some Celtic jams, really beautiful music, makes my heart dance. I have a congestion in my head right now. A lot of head congestion. I feel tired and drained. I feel icky, kind of. I'm like, oh, what's going on with this? Ugh. And somehow this is leading me to where I need to go for the next meeting that I'm going to have. I'm going to feel like, yeah, I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel this congestion in my heart space. I'm like, oh, goodness in my stomach. I'm like, ah, I'm tired. My muscles are sore. My arms are sore. My body's not moving the same. I'm like, oh no, I get kind of afraid when my body is not doing good, so I have to have compassion on my body because it makes me scared and I feel like freaking out. I'm like, no, I need my body. What's going on with my body? What do I do? Do I run? What do I do? You know, why can't I just sit down and relax sometimes? I have to just keep moving and moving and moving. I don't understand, you know, how to heal myself right now. I'm like, ah. And one day I'm going to sit down and heal myself, I guess. I mean, look how long it took me to get to my finger. It's ridiculous. Come on, Ryan. And somehow it's perfect. I mean, I don't even know if I'll post this video. It seems so sad to me. I'm like, oh, it's sad. It makes me want to cry. It's not fun. I want to be sweet and on point, and I want to look this way, and I want to look that way, and I don't want anybody to see me not looking good. You know, I want them to all see me all happy and strong, you know, and I don't want them to see me all sad and upset and not happy and feeling congested. I want to be at my best all the time, you know, be perfect all the time, you know. But that's the funny thing, you know, because, like, I am perfect all the time, even when I'm like this. It's funny. Something I've been really seeing lately when I was finding myself to be this tiny spot of awareness that I always am unmovable. But everything around that can do all kinds of crazy things. But you're still not any of those things around that. You can observe that. You can feel awful. I mean, you could feel pain. You could feel sadness. You could feel sickness. And still you are none of these feelings. You are this other piece that is not moving. And so, attaching to the story, the ego identity, to grasp onto one of these feelings or one of these things that are occurring around us, is to cause ourselves some form of suffering. You know, like, oh no, I'm this body, and now the immovable part is making a story. Like, oh, I'm doing this thing, and it's awful, and it feels this way, and it feels that way, and it's not good. You know, but you could just observe it too. Just like, observing this, breathing through it. Be very difficult. Maybe just start expressing about it, like, oh, this feels awful. You know, you do anything. You know, you could just be still. That might make you feel not very good. You're like, oh, I want to do something. And distract myself. Do this. Do that. Who knows what you need to do? Go to a point that no matter what I do is exactly what I need to be doing. And somehow this is it too. But it makes me feel like I'm like, oh, this is going to, you know, break the flow of my song. I have a beautiful song I've been singing. Is this part of the beautiful song? But maybe I would think that no, it's not the part of the beautiful song. Like, you don't need to see this part of the song. This is this part of the song that's very sad, not very good. But then it's kind of a leading into of a greater or lesser mentality of this is the good video, this is the bad video, this is the way it's supposed to be, this is the way it's not supposed to be. This is the formed part, this is the formless part, whatever it is. You know, it's like, no, it looks good in this shape, but not in this shape. I need it to always be in this shape, and never in that shape. That shape is not okay. And that's an ego identity, holding to form, to shape. Like, many people would think, you must be this way, you must be that way, you must be this way, you must be that way. You have to talk in this manner, you have to speak in this manner. If you don't have these certain qualities, if you don't have this certain material aspect to you, if you don't have this, if you don't have that, then it's impossible for you to be where you are, you know. You cannot be an enlightened being without this or without that. You cannot be spiritually practicing in a van or wherever, you know, in a city, or you cannot be doing this in this way or doing that in that way, you know. There's no way. It's impossible. You can't. So it's like, okay, well, I guess then I can't, you know. But that's all really contradictory to what is very formless. People think that the Buddha is like a Sadguru or some other person over there. And I'm not saying that they do not have wisdom and that they don't, you know, speak in a way that is wise. I have not seen very much of them. I've seen some beautiful quotes. But these are quotes that I've not just seen, you know, related to singularly themselves in a unique manner of themselves. I mean, let me think of some of the very most unique things that I've heard from any guru is probably Ramana Maharshi. The way he says very simply, very plainly, in a very, there's like, whatever way, you know, there are no others. What about others? There are no others. Point blank, done. End of question. Done. Simple. Just, there are no others. And that's very beautiful. You know, there's many people that come from his line and they all talk about, you know, this way to get to who you are and how to bring yourself to that, this path of self-inquiry. That's beautiful. But you have all of these people in all of these formed places doing all these very formed things, and they're all perfect. But I think it's a really funny thing because we all, you know, we're like, that's what the teacher looks like. That's how it looks right there. Look at him. He's so peaceful. He's walking in his peaceful way, in his gentle manner. Look at him. He's this way. Or he's a lion, but he's a peaceful, wise lion. He's very, look at him. He's adorned in all of the dress. He has, you know, rainbows coming out of his ass to the sky. He's amazing, you know, it's phenomenal. Look at this one's so quiet and so still and so silent, so peaceful. And these are all the characters of, you know, of our ego, look at that guy over there. He's definitely the wise one. You wouldn't notice the wise one if you saw the wise one, it seems like. I'm like, I don't know. Do you even know that you're the wise one? You think that the wise one looks like that and looks like that. It looks like everybody else. Looks like something that you don't look like. Why? I mean, you are the wise one. You are everything. Who amongst you are not perfect when all of consciousness is not separate at all? And so you cannot even separate perfection from it. You cannot say that thing is perfect, but that thing is not perfect. Some people don't even agree that it is perfect. They're like, it's impossible to be perfect, and that's okay. You don't have to agree. There's not seeking agreement. We're seeking understanding and realization. These things are important. Can you find realization? Can you find understanding? How would you do this? How would you find yourself? What you already are right now, without any kind of way of making yourself deeper yourself. I say that, but there are many experiences that occur that can pull you deeper into yourself, different levels of realization. I mean, yeah, it's great to say, I marry myself. But did you? I mean, I spun my right into my left. I mean, it was a thing. Something that occurred physically, spiritually, on every chakra level, in every balanced manner, until I was the in-between space. I was the heart itself. It was complete silence. Other noises going on, but they're not me. I was here. In between the left and the right. It's beautiful. And I've learned so much since then, and it's been a big process of learning. Big process of understanding. I set the intention a while ago that I was going to simplify the Dharma for all people to see. So now you got this Westerner hanging out, understanding the Dharma, understanding a whole mess of things. I was a Tibetan Buddhist chant master, the Semye Monastery, when it was built for Guru Rinpoche, from what I was told by my Lama here, Lama Gyaltsen. And that's beautiful, who knows, I don't remember. But there are ways to remember, so perhaps, memory will come later. But right now, I'm a crazy wisdom being, understanding everything to be perfect, and trusting this moment, and this moment, and this moment, and this moment. Trusting moments that seem impossible to trust, Trusting like, I must have lost myself, I must have lost myself there. Where am I now? Where am I now? Confusion leading to perfection. I was feeling sad and lonely, and feeling really lonely, very sad. And it turns out the person that I was meeting with that day was feeling the same way. And there was no way for me to meet that person unless I was feeling that way. There's no way for him to meet me unless he was feeling that way. And I was able to come in and start to understand more, and start to hear more, and start to express more, and then it felt much better, There still is this thing inside of me, but only could it be there if it was genuine. So, through the great amounts of experience in my life, from feeling these ways and feeling these triggers or these hurtful insecurities, all of these different experiences, it finally led me to a point where I could express it authentically. I could heal myself through expression, and then help myself, who is this other being, heal themselves, And that's amazing. Just through a natural and effortless expression. I didn't have to seek it inside of me, like, let me feel this, let me figure out something, let me create an analogy that I can empathize with, and then I could create, and then I could feel, and I could, bring this into this in this way, and this will help somehow, I don't have to use my mind at all. It was just, I'm feeling this today, and it's like, well, I'm feeling this today too. I'm feeling like this, and I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like this, and then we had all kinds of similar experiences to share with one another, which was amazing, And this continuously happens, in every moment, in every way. I was thinking I wasn't allowed to work. I was thinking I wasn't allowed to do this, but I had to work. I had to do that so I could meet with this being. And I had to do that so I would have money and I could have, gas in my van and I could do the next phase of what I need to do. Same thing with so many things. Very tired. I don't know how I'm so tired right now. But whatever it is that is happening with me is going to be perfect for the next phase. The next meeting, the next person. When I'm in trust or when I'm not in trust, when I'm here, when I'm there, whatever's going on, constantly led by perfection. Constantly. Every time I cannot even escape this perfection. Can't fall out of it. I can't fuck it up. I just don't know why. I can't do anything about it. I guess I do know why. Because it's perfect. Jeez, this is crazy. And everybody can notice this. How do you notice? I mean, everything in your life has been building you up to be able to be relevant to every being you possibly ever meet. And so has theirs to you. Well, it's crazy, isn't it? Every one of us has been working together for so long in so many ways. Right now I feel sick, kind of. I don't know, maybe it's the salad I just ate, or the chicken I ate last night, or whatever it is, or Costco. I don't have a lot of money for good food, organic foods. I only have money for non-organic foods, and I have to eat what's cheapest, because I don't have very much. Yes, and it's intelligent for me to not spend all of my money very quickly. I could do that, but then I would have to work again, and again, and again, and again, and constantly just be working and working and working, and I just don't know. I mean, there's not many work jobs out here, though I have seen how it's been perfect to work. I like to be strong and strengthen my body. But I also like to do my flow and my exercise and a lot of other things. Like today I was planning on maybe doing the beach thing, getting naked on the beach, tanning. But then I got called into work again, and so I got to do work again. And that's fun. That's wonderful. I feel good at helping. I like helping. I'm really good at things, and so that makes me feel good too. I like to do things I feel good about. Seems like it's helping in some way. Mostly for me, it's bringing me money. That's mostly what it is. Though I have volunteered a lot of my time in order to help and just be of service. And for the same job, I have volunteered quite a bit as well. But I just like to help people. I feel like they don't have a lot of help and they need it. So I can see where I could be of service, and they may actually need somebody to come and do things, and not a lot of people want to, and so I'll go help, I say, And it's cool, and I like the people I'm around, and it makes me feel good to be connected to a community. I haven't done that for a long time. It's really interesting, it is. Now, perhaps later I'll have a better channel, who knows? I think it's interesting, because I know who I am, man. I know what I'm doing. Not all the time, sometimes I forget. Trust. Don't trust. Remember to trust again. I go through this whole state of confusion and energy, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then I'm like, yes, that's, of course, that's what's going on. That's the only thing that's ever been going on. Oh my God. It's amazing. But each time it happens, I get to trust even more deeply. So I'm like, oh, it's still not me. Oh, even when I was thinking it was me, it wasn't me. Oh, okay. Oh, it's still, okay. 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 When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Yourself, right? When I look at you guys, I'm pretty sure that you guys are fully enlightened Buddhas, and you're just waiting for me to wake up. You're like, come on, buddy. Come on, realize, come on. You know you're a Buddha, yeah? I mean, I don't know how many times we gotta keep showing you in all these peculiar and unique ways, but you know you're the Buddha, right? I'm like, I know you guys are all the Buddha secret and surrendered to my liberation. I can tell this is true. But you see, anytime you look in the mirror, you see yourself. So I'm like, wait a minute. Does that mean see me and you? I'm the Buddha. And I'm just surrendered to you. Everybody's liberation. You guys going to wake up, huh? What's going on? Are we going to wake up? Are we going to do it? Come on, come on, come on. Let me nudge you. But nobody recognizes it. They're like, oh no, he's got to look this way, he's got to look that way. You can't be that way, you can't be this way. Man, the Buddha was much different than anybody ever seen. Like, you don't see any Buddhas on the land right now. You know, people say, you know, they got deathless beings going on. Well, who do you know about that? I mean, how do you know there's a deathless being? Who can attest to it? I don't know. People lie all the time. We'll see. Show me something magnificent, deathless being. Show me something really amazing. Right? You can't do all the amazing things, but you've transcended life and death. I don't know. We'll see. I have to meet them, you know. I have had some masters come to me in my dreams. It's been powerful. Nimkwali Baba. All kinds of things. I don't know, you know. Everybody expects him to be this way or that way, you know. Crazy wisdom is so amazing. Baba Sambhava was like that, you know. Crazy, crazy, crazy wisdom. Guru Rinpoche's Baba Sambhava. You know, I was at his temple while he was there. What I've been told, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I was him. Maybe you're him. Maybe we're all him. You know, everything is a play upon Sambhava's mind. I began seeing this recently. In a big way. It's amazing. Love all you sentient beings. It's a pretty girl. Walk by. Well, I'm very tired. And we've been doing this for 28 minutes. Who knows if you'll ever even watch this. It seems quite boring. But hey, maybe you will. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's just for me. It is interesting, though, because there was a lot of things that I wanted to say, but I felt like I'd missed the channel, and so, like, I was saying them over here, and I was like, oh, it's time to do the video, and then this didn't happen. Now here we are, you know. So that's okay. Not a big deal. Well, I'm loving you all. I'll see you soon.